You ever notice how the loudest person in the room is rarely the smartest? Yeah, that's not an accident. Most people think high IQ looks like fast talking, fancy words, and winning arguments. That's ego, not intelligence. Real intelligence leaves fingerprints, quiet ones. And the weird part is, most people don't notice them because they're too busy trying to look smart. Here are behaviors that are linked to higher IQ, things you'll rarely hear on self-help channels because they're not cute habits, they're uncomfortable. 1. They change their mind fast when the facts change. Most people treat opinions like tattoos, permanent, personal, emotional. High IQ people, they treat opinions like drafts. If they're wrong, they don't defend it, they delete it. And let's be honest, most of us would rather look consistent than be correct. If you can't say, "I was wrong," without feeling like you died a little inside, you're not thinking, you're performing. Reality doesn't reward pride. It rewards accuracy. 2. They ask embarrassing questions instead of pretending. Normal people would rather stay confused than look dumb for 5 seconds. Smart people do the opposite. They ask, "Wait, what does that word actually mean? Can you show me the numbers? What's the simplest version of this?" They don't care if you judge them, because they're not trying to protect an image. And that's why they learn faster. Most people want to appear intelligent. Smart people want to be intelligent. Big difference. 3. They can sit in silence without panicking. This is a brutal one. A lot of people can't handle quiet, so they fill it with noise, talking, scrolling, arguing, dopamine. But when your brain never shuts up, your thinking stays shallow. High IQ people tend to spend more time alone with their thoughts, not because they're deep, because they can tolerate boredom. They can do long stretches of focus. They don't need constant stimulation like a toddler with an iPad. If you can't sit in silence for 10 minutes, your brain is not busy. It's addicted. 4. They don't rush to answer just to sound confident. Here's a painful truth. A lot of people answer fast because they're scared of being seen as slow. Smart people will pause. They'll say, "I don't know. I need a minute. Let me think." And yes, sometimes they're quiet while everyone else is talking, because they're not fighting for attention. They're solving the problem. Confidence is loud. Competence is calm. 5. They notice patterns other people ignore. This one shows up everywhere. They pick up on the real reason a project is failing. Who's actually controlling a room? What's missing in an argument? What's consistent across different situations? They don't just memorize facts, they connect dots. And no, it's not magic. It's because they pay attention longer than most people can tolerate. Most people notice what's obvious. Smart people notice what repeats. 6. They don't win arguments. They test ideas. Average person argues like it's war. I'm right, you're wrong. High IQ people argue like it's science. Let's see what survives. They'll attack their own idea first. They'll ask, "How could this be wrong?" Most people avoid that question because it hurts. But if you never pressure test your beliefs, you don't have principles. You have a fragile identity. 7. They build skills that look boring, and then look like geniuses later. You know what most smart people do? They repeat basics. A lot. Reading, writing, math, logic, language, systems. Not flashy, not viral, not dopamine friendly. And because it's boring, most people don't do it. Then later, those same people say, "Wow, he's talented." No, he's trained. If you only do what feels exciting, you'll stay average forever. That's not motivation. That's immaturity. So here's the real message. Higher intelligence isn't just what you have, it's how you behave when nobody's clapping. It shows up in changing your mind, asking dumb questions, tolerating silence, pausing before speaking, noticing patterns, testing ideas, doing boring work consistently. And if that sounds harsh, good, because most people don't need encouragement. They need a mirror. If you want to actually get sharper, stop collecting tips. Start building discipline. Because the world doesn't care how smart you feel. It only cares what you can figure out. If this hit a nerve, don't lie to yourself and scroll away. Pick one behavior and practice it this week. And if you want more human truths people avoid saying out loud, subscribe. New videos every week.